Welcome to Thailand.
Thank you, man.
I'm Champ from Met 107 FM. We're an international radio station. First time FOALS in Thailand. Any expectations in terms of the show itself?
I think it's going to be awesome tonight. Like we've never been here before, so and I know that we've had a fan base here for a long time. So I think like us finally being here will make the show extra special.
Right.
So yeah, we're excited. And I think the venue's cool. We're going to do a little sound check, and then it should be a great show.
Any expectations in terms of the whole cultural set?
Yeah, I mean, like I've wanted to come to Thailand a lot. We love the cuisine, and I've heard great things about Bangkok and like the energy. Yesterday we got in the afternoon and we went for a bit of a walk. We had some good street food and we hit up some bars and stuff. So we tried to see a bit yesterday. We got a bit more time tomorrow. So
I think FOALS coming to Bangkok is perfect because Bangkok itself is sort of like a rock mecca, right? I mean, every time I ask people about FOALS, they always say that, oh, I'd love to see FOALS perform, maybe do a battle with maybe Nine Inch Nails or Pearl Jam and so forth like that. Do you have any heroes back in the day? Like, who was FOALS like number one music icon?
Well, for me, like I grew up listening to Nirvana and the Pixies. Those were probably the two most formative bands for me. Definitely like the Pixies, lyrically, and REM as well. I like Nine Inch Nails a lot though.
Right. REM, wow.
It's going way back.
Yeah, but okay, so listening to this, to your previous album, the title is
Everything Not Saved Will Be Lost.
Everything Not Saved Will Be Lost. There's kind of like a gaming, reference to it as well.
Yeah, I liked, it's a phrase I just kind of stumbled across a few years before we made the record, and I'd written it down in my journal, and it just sort of stuck with me. And when we were writing the album, a lot of the lyrical themes were to do with technology and to do with the environment, and I felt like that phrase summed up a lot of the lyrical themes, and it works on a few different levels. So obviously it has the gaming and the technology reference on the surface, but then the more you think about the phrase, it's to do with the environment and the way that society's been changing in personal relationships. So I liked the fact that it was multi-tiered.
Right. So listening to your whole album, just through a quick glance, there's different layers of messages in there as well. So let me ask you this one question. Technology and our social fiber.
Yeah.
How has that, in your opinion, clashed? Or is it a good mix, or has it become a clash?
I think that there was a potential for it to be great and revolutionary and kind of utopian.
Right.
Unfortunately, I think the way that the social media particularly is controlled by a few large companies that don't necessarily have our best interest at heart.
There you go.
I also think that the kind of addictive nature of it is troubling, and that it kind of breaks down the real human connections in the day-to-day real sphere as being replaced by a kind of colder digital communication.
Right.
So I definitely think that it's kind of an ambivalent thing,
Yeah, so the new age with digital and everything, it's called disruptive communication. I think there's benefits and also there's a downside to it. And I'm glad that, FOALS is actually addressing the problem itself.
Yeah.
Is there a remedy?
I feel like, I don't know, I think that there could be a remedy. I don't think that the remedy will happen because technology just has a kind of power of its own.
Right. Like part two, because right now we're in part one, right?
Yeah, we're at the end of part one. Yeah.
Part two drops October 18th. Right?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
And just from the teaser itself, it's very energetic, very exciting.
Yeah. It's a heavier, it's a heavier kind of more rock record in a way. Like the end of part one, Sunday and I'm Done With The World, they kind of end in a...
I love that track, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
I'm Done With The World, I think it's very empowering with you and the piano.
Yeah, thank you.
I think that's crazy.
Yeah, man. So part two kind of responds to part one, and the first few tracks of part two are to do with trying to find a sense of purpose and hope in the wreckage, and musically it is more energetic, and there's bigger riffs on it basically.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So now our world has changed a lot, with social media and so forth. EDM has become more of the prominent music genre of the world, I'd say. But in this record, all through the album, I feel that there's some electronic reference.
Yeah, definitely.
You guys are more open to integrating those elements into your music.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we went through a large period of listening, not so much to EDM, but like to techno and house.
Right.
Me and Edwin used to kind of go clubbing in our hometown, and we were influenced definitely in the early stages by LCD sound system and a lot of German techno, and I think that that's always been part of the DNA of the band. But on this record particularly, we just had more time to experiment with synthesizers and some drum machines and stuff. So part one is more electronic, whereas part two I think is more
rock.
More guitar driven.
Right, okay. In terms of collaboration, a lot of artists, even big names nowadays, you know, when they come out with an album, they usually do a lot of collaborations with so-and-so.
Yeah.
Why didn't FOALS take that turn? Or is it still about the development of the whole band?
Yeah, I think for us it's like making a FOALS record is to do with the relationship between ourselves, you know, and there's 4 of us, there used to be 5 of us, and like I think there's kind of enough diversity of opinion within the band that we never felt the need to collaborate. I've been asked to collaborate and sing on some dance tracks, like sometimes it's to do with just schedule, I haven't had time, or usually I try to save my kind of creativity for FOALS, but I think that increasingly, like, I'm hoping to do some stuff in the near future, so we'll see.
Now, with that being said, since you're in Asia, have you been looking around the Asian scene? Like, are there some Asian rock bands that you feel that, wow, would definitely be, you know, a new experiment for you guys to do a collab?
There's one musician in Japan called Cornelius that has been an inspiration on us for a long time, and we tried to organize a collaboration with him. So we're actually going to Japan after Thailand, so we might try and do something then. And then, but I listened to, there's one record that I love, it's a retro record of Cambodian pop music, and that's been a big inspiration, but I'm kind of a little bit undereducated about the current state of Asian rock, so maybe you can give me some tips after the interview.
Definitely.
Cool.
We've got some amazing Thai rock fans here. I'd love to see a feature with you guys.
Yeah, let me know who they are and I'll check them out.
So, I guess everybody's going to ask you, how'd you like the food?
I love the food. I love the food. We had, I've always enjoyed the food back at home, you know, but I was expecting it to be better here, and it definitely was. So first thing I did yesterday was I just had some noodles. I had like a pad thai around the corner.
So you had like the authentic, genuine Thai pad thai.
Yeah, it was top notch. It was better than anything I've ever had anywhere else. So, and hopefully tonight as well, we'll have some great food, and tomorrow.
All right. Yannis, it's been a great interview.
Thank you,
awesome.
man.
Have a great show tonight.
Thank you, brother. Nice to be here.
One last thing to say to your Thai fans here.
We love you. Thank you for coming down to the show tonight, and we hope we'll be back again soon.